Bali has introduced a new remote worker visa, pretty much a digital nomad visa. In this video, we're going to tell you about it. It's called the E33G Remote Worker Visa. My name's Aaron. I'm from offshore in Asia. If you're interested in moving out to Asia, to Southeast Asia, if you want to do business there, if you want to invest, if you want to look into residency permits, we can help you to work through your options and find out what works best for you. So head over to offshoreinasia.com if you want to learn more about that. Now onto the video. The Indonesian E33G visa is the latest addition in quite a lot of activity that's been going on in the region as far as digital nomad visas go. So it's always good to see a new digital nomad visa come onto the landscape, a bit more choice for people who are working remotely these days. There is a lot of us. So let's get into it and we'll find out if this visa is a good match for you. The E33G is a 1-year visa. It gives you 1 year's access to Indonesia or Bali if that's your preferred location. In that 1 year, it gives you multiple entry access to the country and it allows you to bring your family with you as well. Now, to be eligible for the E33G, you have to be working for a company that is based outside of Indonesia. You cannot be conducting business in Indonesia with the local people and you cannot be receiving money from within Indonesia. It all has to be offshore income, offshore related business or employment. You need to be able to prove that you earn at least $60,000 per annum in order to be eligible for this visa. You're also going to have to show copies of your bank statements for the last 3 months showing that the balance never went below $2,000. And you need to show a copy of a current contract. It might be an employment contract with an offshore company that you work for. It might be a contract with overseas clients. You just need to be able to show that you're not working for anyone within Indonesia, that you do have money coming in and you will have money coming in into the future. That's what the contract will show, and that your business or employment is only conducted with foreign companies or clients. So this visa is going to be suited to people who are more established in their digital nomad journey, or if they're remote workers, of course, as you have to be earning at least $60,000. That's not going to be everyone, but a lot of people who do a lot of remote workers will qualify for that, but if you're running a business, you'll have to be, a little bit more established. Other than that, it's going to be very good for people who are looking for a nice, stable option, who like to bounce around Southeast Asia but don't want to bounce around on tourist visas. So this lets you stay in the country for 6 months it lets you stay in the country for 1 year. And then you can go on to the next destination after that. And there are plenty of other options when you want to move on. We'll get into that in a second. So it's more for people who want to base themselves in a particular location for a while, who really want to get a feel for the local culture. They might want to slow travel. They don't want to be moving around every month or every 2 weeks, every time a visa expires. You want to live a bit more of a normal life while living in an exotic location like Bali. Now, if this visa is not for you, what are your other options? The good news is there are plenty of other options in the region. We'll go through a few of them now. First, staying with Indonesia, if you are working for a local Indonesian company, like some kind of sponsorship deal, or if you set up your own Indonesian company, you can get a visa to live and operate and do business in Indonesia, in Bali, under a KITAS arrangement. So as I touched on there, the KITAS is quite popular. People who actually want to set up an Indonesian company in order to do business and live in Indonesia for the longer term. If you have some money saved, approximately $125,000 is what's required, you can park this in an Indonesian bank and get a 5 to 10 year visa to live in the country. This is known as the Indonesian Second Home Visa. Thailand has a good digital nomad visa as well. Again, if you're more of an established digital nomad. So this is the long-term resident visa. It's actually a really good visa if you are eligible for this one. There are a lot of perks that go along with it. So for the Thailand LTR visa, you have to demonstrate that you earn at least $80,000 a year, or that can be $40,000 a year if you've got a master's degree. There's other options as well for retirees and wealthy expats, but these will be the 2 main categories that you might find yourself eligible for the Thailand LTR visa. Japan, they very recently launched their own version of a digital nomad visa. For that one, you have to demonstrate that you earn around $67,000 per year, but that one only gives you 6 months access to the country. Perhaps the best digital nomad visa in Southeast Asia for digital nomads who are more at the beginning of their journey, if they're not, they're making some money, but they're not killing it, so to speak. If you're earning at least $2,000 a month, you can get a 2-year visa to live and work legally in Malaysia as a digital nomad. That one's known as the Durantau Nomad Pass. So they're the main other digital nomad visas going on in the region right now. There are many other ways to get access to the region to live and work and do business. If you'd like to learn more about that, head over to offshoreinasia.com. You can book in a consult call there if you want to have a more in-depth conversation with us. If you want to do some work around tax planning, setting up a company in a foreign jurisdiction, things like that. If you're interested in the E33G visa or the KITAS or any other Indonesian visas, hit us up as well. We have partners in Indonesia that can get you set up and in the country on one of these visas. Other than that, guys, we'll wrap the video up there. I hope you got some information out of it that was valuable to you. See us again for the next one, and we'll catch you later.